meet you.
Okay, I just want to thank you for coming in, first of all, and agreeing to take part in this assessment.
Of course.
I just want to ask you a few questions about Caden,
Of course.
if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, could you just tell me a little bit more about yourself? Like, where you came from, and what language do you speak primarily in the house?
Of course. So I'm 27 years old. Had Caden when I was 24. Still did not have a college education when he was born. I got my associate's degree when he was maybe 6 months old because I only had one class left. Had to work obviously to be able to maintain him, so I wasn't not as involved, but I just wasn't as home with him as much as I would have wanted to. I had to put him in daycare when he was only 8 weeks old because I had to go back to work, and work was very high in demand when it came to the hours. I decided to come back to school and finish off the rest of my credits so I'm able to obtain my bachelor's last spring, which has given me much more opportunity to be home with my son and to be able to make sure that he is being read to and that he is getting as much language input as possible. At home, talking about language input, he is exposed to 2 languages since birth, English and Spanish. My first language is absolutely English. Like, that is what I'm comfortable with. But we do live at home with my mother, and my mother doesn't speak English. She is fluent in Spanish. So Caden is getting input from both English and Spanish. He is set to start pre-K this upcoming August. And I hope I mentioned his age. He's 3 years old. He's 3 years old. He just turned 3 in December. And that's about it. If there's anything else you need to know, I would be more than likely to let you know.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It seems like you're very busy. You have a lot going on.
Yeah, for sure. Especially now because I'm only 1 semester short from getting my bachelor's. Okay. So the pressure is definitely on, but it's exciting. It's exciting for me and Caden because the further I, pursue my education, it only means better opportunities for him.
Okay. So you said you're trying to complete your bachelor's degree, right?
Yes.
Okay. You said you work. So do you leave Caden with your mom?
So
when you work?
So I worked when I went back to work when he was 8 weeks old, but I'm not working right now because it's not allowing me. I'm not with his father. Okay. And my mom is the head of household because we live with her. Okay. So he has been going to the same daycare that he's been at since he was 8 weeks old. And at daycare, he is also exposed to English and Spanish at the same time. Okay. Yeah, because the owner speaks both languages fluently.
Okay. So in the house, you said your mom speaks Spanish, right? Mm-hmm. So does she speak to him in Spanish, and can he speak Spanish fluently?
So that's actually really funny that you mentioned that. In my opinion, he is getting, I would say probably like 65-45 when it comes to the languages, only because my mom works. So, and I am Caden's mother. So if my primary language is English, that's what he's getting more exposed to, but just by a little bit more. When my mom is home, he is getting exposed to Spanish, like you said, strictly on her behalf. But he cannot, or the amount of words that he can say in Spanish is extremely restricted and limited. It depends on his comfort level. If he's with my mom or when his grandpa comes and visits, he is more welcoming to the idea of speaking Spanish, even if it is just a few words. But when it comes to his cognition and being able to understand and being able to be competent in Spanish, that is by far a lot better than his performances. When my parents give him directions in Spanish, simple directions, he is able to comply, whether it's picking up toys, picking up his clothes, putting something in the bathroom or in the garbage.
Okay.
So he won't speak it, but he understands it.
Okay. You mentioned his dad. Is his dad also Spanish speaking?
No. So his dad also speaks two languages. It's English. English is his first language, and he is also fluent in Arabic. Arabic is a very intense language, to say the least. So his exposure to Arabic is very limited because me and his father are not together. So my son is only with his father 2 times out of the week, every week. And because English is the common language between Hayden and his father, that gets spoken to him more, even if his dad speaks to him in Arabic to kind of get him to pick up words or even to just understand it.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So are there any other kids in the house?
No, so there are no siblings for Caden on my end or from his dad's end. He is our only child. He does have cousins, close in age, that he spends a lot of time with. So, and also he is surrounded and has been surrounded by other kids from his daycare since he was 8 weeks old. So he may not have any direct siblings or live with children directly, but they're definitely heavy influencers in his life.
So are the cousins, do they come over and what language do they speak?
So his cousins, 2 of his cousins are my sister's children, and me and my sister grew up in the same household. But funny enough, her kids can't speak Spanish at all. I mean they barely understand it. Both her kids, one of them is 5 and the other one is 2. And I always thought that it was weird that they don't speak Spanish. Because I'm like, how is this possible? Neither does mine, but he understands it. They don't. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy there.
Okay. And so in the school, I would suggest that he's probably exposed to English in the school.
Yes.
Rather than Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is there any history of persons in your family having speech problems?
Well, my brother, I have a brother who is 24 now, and we're only 3 years apart, so I don't have clear memory of it, but I do know from what my mom tells me a lot is that he definitely was delayed. He was an extremely late talker, and he also had a stuttering problem. But because my parents are very old school Caribbean parents, especially my dad, he wasn't receptive to this problem that was very much so in front of their face. So my mom knew, and she wanted to get him the help. But my dad, before they separated, being the alpha of the household, he was in complete denial. He didn't think that nothing could ever be wrong with his son or none of his children to that extent. And my brother actually never seeked help. And I don't know if it's possible for stuttering to kind of go away on its own, or maybe it just becomes so normal that we forget that it's there after so many years. But if you were to ask me, I would think that, yeah, it definitely impacted a lot of how he moves socially. So that's definitely something that is in my history, family history.
Okay. So what about the feedback you're getting from Caden's teachers at school about how he's doing in school?
So his daycare loves him. Every time I pick him up, it's always something new. They always tell me that he is the brightest cookie. He is extremely vocal. He loves to make up stories. He loves to just repeat what he hears. He loves to engage in conversation. If 2 kids are having a conversation, he just likes to go and make himself involved because he has a voice and apparently he likes to use it. So.
Okay. You mentioned reading to Caden, right?
Yes.
Is Caden able to follow up when you read to him? Is he able to retell the story, or can he make up the story to you?
I picked up on that being developmental milestone at about 2.5, where, or actually even a lot younger than that. Not because he was verbally retelling the story, but because maybe when he was 1 or something, if I would read him a book, he would take the book from me. He would himself flip the pages. If he had the words in his vocabulary, like if he saw a page that had a mom, a dad, and a baby, he would point to the baby and say baby. So I knew that those were early signs of him having a real love and appreciation for books.
Yeah.
And now fast forward 2.5 years later when he's 3.5, and he doesn't even let me finish a story. If I pick up a book and I'm 3 pages in, he is absolutely taking the book away from me and he's telling me his version of the story. It is his favorite thing to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
So you're saying you would classify him as an easy learner, right? He's easy to pick up things and learn.
I would say so. Yeah, I would think that he, from my observations, and this is me trying to be as unbiased as possible. I have seen my dad in a week, less than a week, teach him the numbers 1 to 5 in Spanish. Like my dad, I think, exposed him to the numbers 1 to 5 in Spanish, maybe 3 or 4 times tops, until Caden was just able to repeat it back to you in Spanish without a problem.
Okay.
So
That's good.
yeah.
Okay, so what would you say is like the best environment for teaching Caden stuff? Like, would you say he learns better when he's being taught, like I said, in an environment where he's surrounded by other people, or it's just the 2 of you, or?
I think that it's a good mix of both. But to also enhance on his social skills, I personally like to see him thrive when he's around other kids, because I feel like kids can definitely learn quickly off of each other. Unfortunately, that also includes bad habits. But that's where the parent kind of is supposed to come in and nip that in the bud as soon as possible. But I do feel like kids definitely learn off of each other, and on top of that, they're also enhancing their social skills, because I feel like as much as I love those moments between me and Caden when we're reading together and we're discovering something new together, I don't want to isolate him. So I would have to say that the best environment for him as his mom is definitely with other kids.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so you mentioned Caden has no problems with reading. Are there any problems with hearing that you know about?
No, I mean, besides being like a hard-headed 3-year-old, when you tell him to stop and he tries to test and push, I don't think that there is anything that is like physically wrong with his ability to hear. If anything, when he goes for his checkups for the pediatrician or for any other health services and they check his ears, they always tell me that they're super good. So I've never had any problems in the past or anything even close to a scare.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I just want to thank you for
Of
agreeing
course.
to take part in this interview.
Of course.
You provided me with a lot of information.
I hope so.
Well.
I hope so. Yeah. I really do love talking about him, because it gives you like an opportunity to reflect back, and then you as a parent, you realize like, you know what, I've done a good job so far, and it's a nice reminder when you're given the opportunity to talk about your kids. So
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, and I just want to ask you last of all.
Yeah.
I want to meet with Caden on a 1-to-1, so I
Okay.
can have a chance to assess him.
Of course.
So if you could just let me know when is the best time, and we could go from here.
Absolutely. Well, if you guys offer services on weekends, any Saturday or Sunday is virtually okay. We're not too far from here. And if it has to be anything on the weekdays, because I'm in school, and school hasn't let out just yet, I would probably have to say Friday like afternoons.
Okay.
And Thursday I'm also available all day.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yes, it was a
meeting you
pleasure.
again.
Thank
Same
you.
here. Thanks.
Hi, Kaden. My name is Sophia. It's so nice to meet you. And look, I brought a very special friend today. It's George.
Hi, George.
Hi, Kaden. It's so nice to meet you today. So, guess what, Kaden? I am so hungry. And I would love to eat some yummy lunch with you. So let's see, can we put all of the food together? Can we put that together? We put everything together? Oh my goodness. So, can I show you some of my favorite foods? So let's see. Oh, let's see, can we keep everything in the middle? Let's keep everything here. Everything here. This too, my love. Everything here. So let's see. This is a cake. A yummy cake. Nom, 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 nom. And this is a Tayvet. A Tayvet. Take off a slice? Oh, but wait, can I show you my favorite foods first? And then you can cut a slice? And then this is a voop. A voop. And this is a slice of bread. And you know what? These other two things I like, but these are my favorites. So let's see. Can I have a voop? Can you put a voop on my plate? Yum. And can I have a slice of bread? Excellent. And can I have a yummy Tayvet? Where is the Tayvet? No, not that one. There's the Tayvet. Yum. Oh, you're going to cut it in half? Okay. Thank you. Okay, yeah, we'll bring that plate closer. And can I have a yummy slice of cake? Oh, yum. Thank you. Can I eat all this yummy food? Nom 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 nom. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Can we put all of this food together for just a second? Oh. Kaden, I'm so full. And I'm so forgetful. I forgot what everything is called. So let's see. What is this part?
You pick an item up. What's that?
Yeah. Okay. So can we put everything together? And let's see. Can you tell me what this one is called?
Vortex?
A what?
A vortex?
A Tayvet?
A vortex.
A Botex? No. No, this is called
Vortex?
a Voop, right?
A whoop.
A Voop. And what about this? What's that called that you have in your hand?
Cake?
Cake? Excellent. And what about this? Oh, you cut it in half. What is this one called?
Whoop.
No, that's not the Voop. This one is the Voop. This one must be the... Tayvet? And what about this? What's this one called?
Bread?
Bread. Yes. Okay, so you know what? Let's go ahead and eat all over again. Are you ready to eat? I'm hungry now. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get the Voop. Can you give me the Voop?
Where's the whoop? Where's the whoop?
Where is the Voop? Do you remember which one's the Voop is? There's the Voop. Can you get me the bread? Can you get me the cake? Oh, thank you. You can put it there. And And what about the Tavek? Can you give me the Tavek?
Huh? Where's the table?
Where is the Tavek? Where could it be? Is that the Tavek? Yes! And nom 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 nom. Tavek, yum 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 yum. Oh, Kaden, I'm so full. I'm so full. So let's see. Let's put everything back together. Oh, I'm so full again. I'm so full. Can you tell me what the names of the stuff I just ate? What's the name of everything? What is that? What is this one called?
The bucket?
No.
A bucket?
No. It's called a...
Whoop.
Very good. A voop. And can you put the voop on the plate? And what about this one? What's that one called?
A whoop?
No, this one is the voop. So that must be the...
Bucket?
The Tavek?
Uh-huh.
Very good. Yes, the Tavek. Excellent. And which one was my other favorite? What about this? What is this one called?
Cake.
Yes. And finally, what is this one called?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know what this one is?
Bread.
What is it called?
Oh.
Uh-oh. This one's called what?
Bread.
Bread. Oh my goodness.
But the two breads.
Oh, well, there's two breads. We just have one slice of bread. Wow. Well, this was such a fun lunchtime. Thank you so much for playing with me, Kaden.
So today I'm going to tell you a story, okay? I want you to pay really close attention. Can you do that for me?
Okay.
Good. Okay, let's begin. So here we have two boys playing in the school playground. We have Tommy and we have Bob. They're playing their favorite sport, baseball. They're really, 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 really happy. Then Bob accidentally throws the ball too far. He missed Tommy. And it's about to hit the window. They're really scared and shocked. They don't know what to do. They can't stop the ball. Then the ball hits the window and it cracks it. Oh no! We have the teacher here in his classroom. He's looking at the window and he's like, what happened? Who threw this ball? He's really shocked. Who cracked my window? Then he comes out with the security guard into the playground and they're really, 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 really mad. They want to know who threw the ball. So as you can see, Tommy and Bob are really nervous because they don't want to get in trouble. They're scared. So Tommy and Bob decide to blame somebody else. They blame the girl who's listening to music. Then the teacher and the security guard, they're yelling at the little girl and they're blaming her. She's getting in trouble for something she didn't do. Poor little girl. Oh no. So that was the end of the story. Did you like it? Yeah? So can you tell me what happens in the story? Let's begin with here.
Tommy and they're playing ball.
Yes, they're playing ball. Wait, tell me more. Do you know where they are? Where are they? But where's their location?
On the goal, on the bar, and they can't go bar anymore.
But where are they? Are they at their house?
No, they're outside.
They're outside? But where outside? Tell me more.
Over there.
Over there? Okay. So we can go to the next one.
Tommy went to the bar and then going really bad and they're going to crack the window.
Yeah, the ball's gonna crack the window. Oh no!
And the ball hit the window and the window said crack.
Yes!
Oh
no!
And again it boom and it crack.
Yes!
And
Poor window!
and then the window and then the window and the ball cracked the window and the teacher grew.
Wait, what happened? What happened to him? What did he say? The teacher what?
And the teacher said, what happened? Who pulled the ball?
Yes, good job, Kaden.
And he went out, and the police went out.
Yes.
And Tommy and Bob, they can't do anything.
They can't do anything? But tell me more. What else happened here? How are they? Wait, Kaden.
And they tap into the goal.
Wait, repeat this. I didn't get it. I wasn't paying attention. Can you repeat it, please?
And they
Kaden.
were topping. And they were yelling in the girl. Oh, poor little girl. Oh, no.
Yes. Oh no.
Can
you tell me what happened? Yes, but wait. I didn't get what you said when you were explaining this. What happened here? Can you speak louder?
He cracked the dog cracked the ball. He cracked the ball.
Oh, so they said that she cracked the ball? That's what you're saying? Oh, okay.
Did he and
The end?
yeah,
Thank you, Kaden. Kaden, yo te voy a contar una historia y yo necesito que tú me pongas atención, ¿ok? ¿Puedes hacer eso? ¿Sí? Ok, vamos a empezar. Aquí tenemos dos muchachos. Tenemos a Tommy y tenemos a Bob. Ellos están en el parque de la escuela, ¿ok? Están jugando pelota. Están jugando su deporte favorito, que es béisbol. Están muy, pero muy felices. Por eso puedes ver que tienen sonrisas. Y después, Bob, él tiró la pelota, pero fue muy lejos. Y la pelota le va a pegar a la ventana. La pelota le va a pegar a la ventana y Tommy y Bob están muy nerviosos porque van a quebrar la ventana. Y aquí puedes ver que la pelota le pegó a la ventana y la quebró. ¡Ah! ¡Quebró la ventana! El maestro está en su clase y está sorprendido. Dice, ¿qué pasó? ¿Quién tiró la pelota? ¿Quién quebró mi ventana? Entonces el maestro salió bien enojado con el policía. Los dos están bien enojados. Salieron al parque a preguntar quién tiró la pelota, quién quebró la ventana. Tommy y Bob están muy nerviosos. Después, Tommy y Bob dijeron que la niña, mira aquí, la niña fue la que tiró la pelota. Ellos no se quieren meter en problemas. Están mintiendo. Entonces el policía y el maestro Regañan a la niña, pobrecita. Ella no tiró la pelota, pero le están regañando. So, este es el fin del cuento. ¿Me puedes contar qué pasó en el cuento? ¿Me puedes contar qué pasó aquí? Trate. Haga lo que tú puedas. Kaden, ¿puedes contarlo? Trate. ¿Cómo se llama? Cuento, ¿ok? Y necesito que me pongas mucha atención, ¿ok?
Okay.
¿Me puedes hacer eso? ¿Sí? Vamos a empezar, ¿ok? Aquí tenemos a Tommy y a Bob. Ellos están en el parque. ¿Me estás poniendo atención? Están en el parque de su escuela. Están... Están muy felices porque están jugando pelota. Están jugando béisbol.
Baseball. Okay. I'm gonna leave it blind now.
Mire, ahora después...
Wait, I'm gonna leave it blind yet. 1, 2, 3.
Ok, Kaden, te voy a contar un cuento y necesito que me pongas mucha atención, ¿ok? Vamos a empezar. Aquí hay 2 niños, Tommy y Bob.